Hello friends, welcome to my channel, and in the last lecture we have seen related with the cost classification and various types of overheads. Today we are going to see the cost allocation and apportionment of. We have seen overheads. Overheads is the indirect material, indirect labor and indirect expenses. The total of all these which cannot be identified directly to the production is termed as overheads. So here we are going to see how the overheads are allocated. So to understand and apply the cost concept related with the cost allocation, apportionment of overheads and absorption, the basis of this. So this is the objective of cost accounting is classifying costs and recording an appropriate allocation of expenditure for the determination of costs of products or services and for the presentation of suitably arranged data for the purpose of control and guidance of the management. Now whenever we have seen that the overheads are there, we are not able to identify it directly, but they are incurred, and if we are not going to identify it and allocate it to the various heads, we are not able to control. So the basic concept of cost accounting is there, where the control is very much important, and control of cost is possible with the various ways we are doing. So one way of doing it is the cost allocation. What is cost allocation? So when items of cost are identifiable directly with some products or departments, such costs are charged to cost centers. This process is known as cost allocation. Now the allotment of whole items of cost to the cost center or cost units. How it is done? So allocation is in short the charging to a cost center those overheads that result solely from the existence of the cost center. Means what? We want to understood this with the help of exact amount of overhead incurred in the cost center we want to take out. For example, we can take out the rent of the uh, paid by the factory. So it cannot be normally allocated since rent is payable for the factory as a whole, and exact amount for the department cannot be known. So if indirect materials which are there of the various departments which in which they are incurred, so the allocated indirect wages, overtime and idle time cost, power, all are or depreciation of machinery or supervision, all are to be identified and they are to be allocated to the cost center and cost units. So it is the charging of the identifiable items of cost to the cost center and the distribution of this overhead and item to the departments or the products on some logical or equitable basis. And so the cost is identified clearly with the cost center or cost unit, then it can be allocated to that particular cost center. And if it is not, we have to take out some equitable basis. So allocation is the process by which cost items are charged directly to the cost unit, and two basic factors are there for which we have to consider whatever the concerned department is there, what they have cost to the cost center, how they have incurred, and what is the exact amount of the cost which is there. Who is that examples we can say electrical, just I told you rent, the same way electric charges can be allocated to various departments if separate meters are installed, or depreciation on the basis of machines which are utilized in that particular department, salary or on the basis of the stores department. So cost of coal, like that, wages to the workers which are paid to the service department and they are to be allocated. So indirect materials used by the particular department can also be allocated to the department. So allocation is a direct process of identifying overheads to cost units and cost centers. So the term allocation means allotment of whole items of cost to the cost center and cost unit without any division. So this, that allocation is the allotment of total cost, and when it is said as apportionment, the other part comes. So certain overheads of cost cannot be directly charged to the department or the cost center. such are common to a number of centers or departments and do not originate from any of the specific department. So distribution of such of the overheads to the various departments is known as apportionment. So this is the allotment of proportions of items to the cost center or the cost unit. So in allocation we are doing it directly, the whole items of cost. Here in apportionment we are doing it as a proportion of cost which is incurred by that particular department. So we are not able to identify directly or accurately to that cost center, then the proportionate amount which is there, which is charged to the cost center and cost unit on some predetermined basis. So this is known as the apportionment. So if it is not possible to charge the overheads to a particular cost center or cost unit, then they are apportioned to various departments on some suitable basis. So again this is apportionment. So on some suitable basis, where for example where only one electric meter is installed in a factory, the common electricity charges should be apportioned to the all the departments on the basis of number of light points or floor area occupied, or if the factory rent is incurred for the factory as a whole and the benefits of all the departments they are getting in the factory, it should be apportioned to all the departments on the basis of floor area occupied. So this is the equitable basis or suitable basis which is identified, and on that basis the cost apportionment has to be as the apportionment on the basis of predetermined and relationship between the base and the other variables within the organization. You have some equitable basis. So periodically it is reviewed, and the accuracy of the apportionment of the cost is that the data is collected constantly and the documentation is done. So equitable share of common expenses for the cost center is to be done properly. So distribution of various items of overheads in portions to the departments or the products on some logical or equitable basis is called as the cost. So apportionment of cost means divide total cost of overheads among different departments or branches or cost centers of a company. So certain steps are taken. Overhead cost of each department is known and the total cost of the department is calculated. With this, we can compare the revenue of each department and the decisions relating to the particular department are taken. Basically, this apportionment and allocation is done for the control of the cost. That is very much. We can see how to apportion the overhead cost. So first is to classify the cost centers. Firstly, the cost centers are classified into production department and service department. Then secondly, the total overhead on different basis of apportionment is classified. One of the step is to apportion the overheads costs is to know the basis of apportionment, on which basis. For example, I told you that rent is there, we can have the floor space occupied. So this is the basis which is taken. So on some basis it is identified, then classified, and all overhead will be allocated to different departments. This is the distribution of the overhead cost and apportion it to the or cost centers. So what is the basis of apportionment or overhead apportionment? You have to see that how the logical things are done. So what are the, you have to remember this, the basis. And so for example, the rent, rates and taxes, the floor area occupied we can say, and repair of plant and machinery or department or depreciation. It is the department's value of any asset on the basis of that floor space occupied by each department. Legal fees, no number of cases handled on the basis. Salaries of the common staff, ratio of salaries on the basis of departments on which the workers are there or the people who are working number, you have to calculate the on the basis of general lighting and electricity. Again, number of light points is the basis. Telephone, number of extensions in the department. Material handling, number of material requisitions which are there. Power, HP of plant, then supervision, employer liability, number of employees, fire insurance, value of stock of the department, then the indirect labor cost, total duty hours in the department, canteen service cost and other welfare expenses, number of employees in any department, transport cost on the basis of hours or vehicle transportation or the containers handled, like that. So this is the basic. Generally the overheads are incurred, it is given, and we want to take it out and distribute it accordingly to the various departments. So for example, we can take out the rent. The total rent is rupees 5,000. Area of production department is, for A department it is 100 square foot, then B 200 square foot, C 700 square foot. Now the ratio we have to calculate how we are going to distribute it. So the ratio will come is to 1 is to 2 is to 7, and the total expenses of the rent is 5,000. So this 5,000 are to be distributed in the ratio of 1 is to 2 is to 7, that is 1/10, 2/10 and 7/10. And so 5,000 is bifurcated as 500, 1,000 and 3,500. So the total overhead cost will be apportioned to different departments on some basis. So here we have seen that the floor area occupied and the rent is apportioned to the various departments on that basis. Have seen. And then what is the allocation and apportionment? So allocation, what is the purpose of both allocation and apportionment is identical, but you should not get confused. To identify or allot the cost to the cost centers and cost units is both the same, it is there, but allocation deals with the whole items of cost, whereas apportionment deals with the proportion of items of cost. When you are allocating, you are doing the total allocation of overheads to the center, cost center. Here in apportionment, you are identifying the overheads of each department separately on some equitable basis. In allocation, the cost is allocated directly. In apportionment, the costs are distributed on some proportionate basis. Then allocation is the direct process. Apportionment is an indirect process. We can say overheads cannot be allocated directly to the products, but it is possible to charge the expenses indirectly through apportionment and absorb the cost in the final products. So allocation is the apportionment needs a suitable basis for some subdivision of the cost. Whether a particular item of expense can be allocated or apportioned does not depends on the nature of expense, but depends on the relation with the cost center or cost unit to which it is to be charged. So it is the departmentalization of overheads in allocation. It can be said as the primary distribution in allocation, and in apportionment also it is the primary distribution, but the part of the primary distribution is there. It is the in allocation it is the process of allotting or charging the whole amount of an item of overhead to a department or cost center. In short, we can say allotment of proportion or items of cost to the cost centers. This is the very important part. So allocation and apportionment of overhead aims at ascertaining the exact cost of the cost center or the cost, and this is done in apportionment and allocation. The next lecture we are going to see about the absorption of overheads. So thank you.